I find hidden letters from my dead wife, Lily's secrets of lovers, a child, a fake death. Was she Emily all along? Alive, watching me? The letters she left behind unravels a heart-shredding tale of love. Hey Reddit, I don't know where else to turn. I'm drowning in grief, and now confusion, and I need someone, anyone, to help me make sense of this. My wife, Lily, 32F, died 3 months ago in a car accident. I'm 33M, and we were together for 7 years, married for 4. She was my everything, bright, funny, the kind of person who'd light up a room with her laugh. Then she was gone, and I've been a ghost ever since. Last week, I found something that's tearing me apart all over again. A box of letters she wrote, hidden under our bed. They're not to me, and they're breaking my heart. Lily's death was sudden. Rainy night, slick roads. She hydroplaned into a guardrail. Died on impact, they said. I wasn't there. I was home, waiting for her to get back from a girls' night. The funeral was a blur, her parents sobbing, her sister Mia glaring at me like I'd done something wrong, friends whispering. I've been stuck since. Can't sleep, can't eat, just sit in our apartment staring at her things. Her sweaters still smell like lavender. I can't let go. Last Tuesday, I snapped. Couldn't stand the silence anymore. Started cleaning, something she'd nag me about when she was alive. Under our bed, behind a pile of her old sketchbooks, I found a wooden box. Small, carved with flowers, locked with a tiny key taped to the bottom. My hands shook as I opened it. Inside were letters, dozens, handwritten, some yellowed, some fresh. All in her slanted cursive, signed L. My first thought was they were for me. Love notes she never gave me. God, I wish they were. Top letter was dated 2 weeks before she died. Dear Jay, it started. I can't keep pretending. Every time I look at him, I see what I've lost with you. I should have chosen differently. My chest caved in. Who's Jay? I'm Ethan. Not Jay. I read another, older, from 2018, before we met. M. I miss your hands, your voice. He'll never know me like you did. Then one from last year. T. I saw you downtown. My heart stopped. I'm sorry I ran. I sat there, on the floor, surrounded by her words to other men. My Lily, my wife, writing to people I don't know, aching for them. Was she cheating? Did she love me at all? I thought we were happy. We'd fight sometimes. Money, her late nights at the gallery where she worked, but she'd kiss me after, say, "You're my home, Ethan." Was it a lie? The worst was the last one I read that night. Undated, crumpled like she'd hesitated. To whoever finds this, I'm sorry. I tried to be her, but I couldn't. If he knew the truth, he'd hate me. Who's her? Me hate her? I'd never. I loved her, love her, even now, crying over these damn letters. I haven't slept since. Keep picturing her sneaking off, laughing with some guy, J.M.T., while I cooked dinner, oblivious. Her smile, her touch, was it real? I called Mia yesterday, asked if Lily ever mentioned anyone. She snapped, "Leave it alone, Ethan." She's gone. Hung up. Now I'm paranoid. Did Mia know? I'm falling apart. The box is on my lap as I type this, letters spilling out. I want to burn them, read them, scream at her ghost, all at once. I miss her so much it hurts to breathe, but these words are poison. Update 1. I read more, and it's killing me. Hey, I'm back, and I'm a wreck. Thanks for the replies last time. Some of you said to stop, some said to dig. I couldn't stop. I've read more letters, and every word cuts deeper. Lily's gone, but she's breaking my heart all over again, and I don't know how to feel, love, hate, grief, all at once. This is long. I'm sorry. I just need to get it out. After my first post, I tried to put the box away, shoved it under the bed, told myself I'd grieve normally, whatever that means. Lasted a day. Wednesday night, I cracked, poured a whiskey, sat on the floor, and pulled out the next stack. I thought I'd find answers. Instead, I found more questions and pain I didn't know I could feel. The first letter was from 2020, our first year married. Jay, I saw you in my dreams again. His ring's on my finger, but it's your voice I hear. I'm a coward. I dropped it, hands shaking. We just moved in together, her laughing as we painted the walls, me kissing her neck while she cooked. Was she thinking of Jay then? Who is he? I dug deeper. A letter from 2019. M. I told him I love him today. It's true, but it's not the whole truth. You're still in me. That's the year we got engaged. I proposed on a pier, her crying yes. Was it a lie? Then I found one that stopped me cold, dated 2017, before we met. T. I can't tell him about the baby. He'd leave me, and I'd lose everything. I'm keeping her safe, away. Baby? Her? My head spun. Lily never mentioned a kid. We talked about kids, wanted them someday. She'd get teary, say, "Not yet, Ethan." Was she hiding a daughter? I reread it, sobbing. Safe, away, where? With who? I kept going, a masochist chasing her ghost. A letter from last summer. Jay, he's so good to me, and I hate myself for it. I almost told him about us, about her, but I'd lose him. I'm trapped. Her. Again. I remembered that summer. She'd been distant, locked in her studio painting late. I'd bring her tea. She'd smile, kiss me soft. Was she writing this after? By Thursday, I was unhinged. Called in sick. My boss, Greg, didn't push. He knows I'm a mess. I spread the letters out, made a timeline. J's in most, spans years, intense. M's older, fades out. T's scattered, tied to the baby. I Googled her past. Lily Carter, born 1993, Chicago. Found her old college, art school blog posts. Nothing weird. But that letter, I tried to be her, nagged me. Who was she pretending to be? Friday, I called Mia again. She picked up, I see. What now, Ethan? I begged. Did Lily have a kid? Tell me. Please. I found letters. Silence. Then, you're digging up graves. Stop. I pushed. Who's Jay? T. Was she cheating? She laughed, bitter. She loved you, you idiot. But she was a mess before you. Leave it. Hung up. Loved me? Then why this? Last night, I hit bottom. Found a letter from a month before she died. Jay. I saw her today. She's so big now. Looks like you. I cried all the way home. He can't know. I'd shatter him. I broke. Sobbed until my throat burned, picturing Lily with some guy's kid, hiding it while I planned our future. I loved her so much, still do, and she was living this double life. Today, I'm hollow. Her lavender sweater's on the couch. I can't touch it. I want to find Jay, confront him, but I'm scared. What if he's better than me? What if she never loved me like she loved him? Update 2. I found proof of her child, and it's tearing me apart. I'm a shell of myself. Thanks for the replies last time. Some of you said to keep going. Others warned I'd regret it. You were all right. I've found more, and it's worse than I imagined. There's a kid, Lily's kid, and every discovery rips my heart out. I'm crying as I type this, but I need to share. It's too much to carry alone. After my last update, I couldn't stop. The letters were a drug. Everyone hurt, but I needed more. Wednesday night, I went through the box again, hands trembling, whiskey bottle half empty. I found a letter I'd missed, tucked in an envelope with a faded photo. A little girl, maybe 3, blonde curls, Lily's green eyes staring back. On the back, in her handwriting, Evelyn, 2018. My breath caught. Evelyn, her kid. The letter was to T, dated 2020. T. I saw Evelyn today. She's growing so fast. Your smile, my temper. I told him I was at work, but I drove 2 hours to hold her. I'm dying inside, keeping her from him. I collapsed. Lily had a daughter, Evelyn, born around 2015, before me. She'd hidden her from me for 7 years. I pictured her driving off, cradling this girl, while I waited at home, clueless. The photo burned my fingers. I couldn't stop staring. She looked like Lily. Same nose, same spark. My wife had a child, and I never knew. Thursday, I lost it. Called Mia again. 3rd time's the charm, right? She picked up, furious. Ethan, stop calling. I screamed. She had a kid, Mia. Evelyn. Why didn't you tell me? Silence. Then a shaky breath. You don't get it. She didn't want you to know. I begged. Where is she? Who's T? Mia snapped. Figure it out yourself, and hung up. I threw my phone, cracked the screen. I needed answers. Lily's best friend, Anna, was my next shot. They'd met at the gallery. Anna's a sculptor, quiet but kind. We'd drifted since the funeral. She'd hugged me, said, call if you need me, but I never did. Friday, I texted, Anna, it's Ethan. Can we talk about Lily? She replied fast, sure. Coffee tomorrow. I barely slept, Evelyn's face haunting me. Saturday, we met at a diner. Anna looked worn, dark circles, fidgety hands. I didn't waste time. Did Lily have a daughter? Her eyes widened, then softened. You found the letters. I nodded, showed her the photo. She sighed, yeah, Evelyn. Born 2015. Lily was 22, a mess back then. I asked who T was. Thomas, she said. Her ex-artist, temperamental. They split before Evelyn was born. He didn't want a kid. Lily gave her up, Ethan, not abandoned, but to her aunt in Ohio. Couldn't handle it alone. My throat tightened. Why hide it from me? Anna looked away. She was ashamed. Thought you'd judge her, leave her. She loved you, but she carried that guilt like a stone. I asked if she saw Evelyn often. A few times a year, Anna said. Secret trips. She'd cry after. Hated lying to you. I broke down right there, sobbing into my coffee. Anna grabbed my hand. She wanted to tell you. Kept saying next year, but never did. I left the diner numb. Drove home. Pulled out every letter mentioning Evelyn. Pieced it together. Thomas, T, lived in Chicago when they met. Lily moved here after the breakup. Started over. Evelyn's with her Aunt Claire in Columbus, 2 hours away, like the letter said. I found one from last fall. I told Claire I'd visit more, but it kills me. Ethan's talking kids, and I can't look at him without seeing her. Last night, I sat with that. Imagined Lily holding Evelyn, kissing her curls, then coming home to me, smiling like nothing was wrong. I loved her so much, still do, but she built our life on a lie. I want to hate her, but I can't. I see her in Evelyn's eyes, and it's breaking me. Today I'm lost. Part of me wants to find Evelyn, see her, hold her, feel Lily through her. Part of me wants to burn the box and pretend this never happened. Anna gave me Claire's number, said, think hard before you call. She's happy, don't ruin that. Update 3. She faked her death before. Is she really gone? I don't know what's real anymore. Thanks for the support last time. Your words kept me from crumbling completely. I thought I'd hit rock bottom with Evelyn, but I was wrong. There's a twist in Lily's letters that's turned everything upside down, and I'm questioning if she's even dead. I'm shaking as I write this. Grief's turned to madness, and I need you to tell me I'm not insane. After update 2, I was paralyzed. Evelyn's existence burned in my chest. Lily's daughter, out there, living without her. I couldn't call Claire yet. My hands wouldn't dial. Instead, I went back to the letters Monday night, desperate for something. Closure, maybe. What I found was a grenade. It was an old letter, 2016, bottom of the pile, creased like she'd crushed it. I did it. I'm dead to them now. New name, new city. He'll never find me. I miss her every day, but this is the only way. My heart stopped. Dead to them. New name. I reread it, breath shallow. Another, same year. If he knew I faked it, he'd kill me. I'm Lily now, let her stay buried. I dropped the letter, head spinning. Faked it. Lily, my Lily, had faked her death before? Who was he? Thomas? Someone else? I dug deeper, found scraps. The crash was perfect. Cops bought it. I'm free. Crash. My mind raced to her accident 3 months ago. Rain, guardrail, instant death. Too neat? I'd never seen the body. Closed casket. Too damaged, her parents said. Was this her second act? Tuesday, I called Anna, voice cracking. Did Lily fake her death before? Silence then. Ethan, what did you find? I read her the letters. She swore. Jesus. Yeah, she told me once, drunk, years ago. Said she'd escaped someone, started over. I thought it was a metaphor. I asked who. She wouldn't say, just that he was bad news. Pre-Thomas, maybe. I begged, is she alive now? Anna hesitated. No, Ethan. I saw the crash report. She's gone. I didn't believe her. Wednesday, I went to the police station. Desk officer pulled the file. Lily Carter, DOA, autopsy confirmed. I demanded details. Did you see her? He frowned. Coroner did. What? I mumbled about closure, left with a copy. Read it at home. Blunt trauma, consistent with crash. But doubt gnawed me. She'd fooled cops before. Why not again? Thursday, Mia called me. First time she'd reached out. Ethan, Anna told me you're losing it. Stop this. I snapped. Did she fake her death before? Mia sighed, yes. Once. Long before you. She was running. Don't ask from what. But she's dead now. I buried her. I hung up, dizzy. Buried her, or another lie. Last night, I hit a breaking point. Found a letter from 2 days before the crash. I'm tired of running. If it happens again, don't look for me. He's too good for this. Running. Again. I stared at her sweater, her sketches. Every trace of her screamed alive. I drove to the crash site. Dark, empty road. Stood where she died. Sobbing into the wind. Was she out there watching? Today I'm unmoored. If she faked it once, she could have again. Evelyn, the letters, her love. Was it all a performance? I still ache for her, but now it's rage too. Update 4. I met her daughter, and Lily wasn't Lily. I'm shattered. Thanks for the replies last time. Some of you said I'm chasing shadows. Others pushed me to find the truth. I did. I met Evelyn, and it broke me in ways I didn't expect. Then I learned something worse. Lily wasn't even her real name. My wife, the woman I loved, was a stranger, and I'm drowning in it. This is long. I'm a mess. After update 3, I couldn't shake the doubt. Was she alive? Dead? The letters screamed both. I kept staring at Evelyn's photo. Those green eyes, Lily's eyes. Tuesday, I caved. Called Claire, Lily's aunt in Columbus. Number from Anna. My voice cracked. Hi. I'm Ethan, Lily's husband. Can we talk? Claire was quiet. Then, I wondered when you'd call. She's gone, isn't she? I said yes, asked about Evelyn. She's here, Claire said. 10 now. Happy. Come see her, but don't break her world. Wednesday, I drove 2 hours, heart pounding. Columbus was gray, rainy, fit my mood. Claire's house was small, cozy, photos of Evelyn everywhere. She met me at the door, mid-50s, stern but soft. You look like hell, she said. I laughed, bitter, feel like it. Then Evelyn walked in, tall for 10, blonde curls, Lily's face alive again. I froze. She smiled. Hi. Are you Mom's friend? Mom. My knees buckled. Claire caught me. We sat. Evelyn chattered. School, art, loves drawing like Lily. I asked if she remembered her mom. A little, she said. She'd visit, bring paints. Said she'd come more someday. I choked back tears. Claire sent her to play, then turned to me. What do you want, Ethan? I spilled it. Letters, Evelyn, the fake death. Claire's face hardened. She told me bits. Said she'd escaped someone, changed her name. I didn't push. Changed her name? I whispered. Claire nodded. She wasn't Lily Carter. Born Emily Jane Kessler, Chicago, 1993. Ran at 20, faked a crash, became Lily. Said her past was ugly. I took Evelyn when she couldn't cope. My world tilted. Emily, not Lily. I asked why. Abusive ex, maybe, Claire said. Or worse. She never said who. Just that he'd kill her if he found her. I showed her the 2016 letter. New name, new city. Claire sighed. That's her. Started over here. Met you. Loved you. Ethan. She'd call me, gush about you. But she couldn't let Emily go. I asked about Thomas. Evelyn's dad, she said. Met him after she ran. Rebound, messy. He bailed when she got pregnant. She saw him sometimes, but he's a ghost now. I spent an hour with Evelyn. She showed me her sketches, Lily's talent, alive in her. I hugged her goodbye, sobbing into her hair. She didn't get it, just hugged back. Don't be sad. Driving home, I broke, pulled over, screamed at the sky. My Lily was Emily, a runaway, a liar. I loved a mask. Thursday, I dug online. Emily Jane Kessler, obituary, 2013, Chicago. Car crash, body unidentifiable. She'd pulled it off, fooled everyone. Became Lily Carter, met me, built a life. But why hide it? Was she scared I'd leave? Or was he, whoever he was, still out there? Last night, I sat with her sweater, Evelyn's photo. I don't know who I miss. Lily, Emily, or the lie. I love her, hate her, need her. Update 5. She's alive. I saw her. I'm trembling. Thanks for sticking with me. Your comments last time gave me strength I didn't have. I thought meeting Evelyn was the end, but it's not. Lily, Emily, whoever she is, she's alive. I saw her. My world's imploding, and I don't know if I'm angry, relieved, or insane. This is a nightmare I can't wake from. After update 4, I was raw. Evelyn's face, Claire's words, Emily Jane Kessler, haunted me. Friday, I called Anna again. Was she running from someone when she died? Anna sighed. She hinted at it, said he's closer than I thought last fall. I thought she meant Thomas. I asked about the crash. Freak accident, she said. But she was paranoid before. Kept looking over her shoulder. Saturday, I went back to the police file. Something bugged me. Autopsy said female, 32, trauma consistent with crash. No DNA, no prints, body too mangled. I called Ruiz, the detective from my last check. Could it be staged? He paused. Rare, but yeah, swap a body, fake ID possible. What? I told him about Emily's past. He said, dig if you want, but it's a long shot. Sunday, I drove to the crash site again. Third time, obsessed. Stood there, wind whipping, picturing her car. A glint caught my eye, metal in the ditch, missed by cleanup. Climbed down, found a locket, hers, silver, engraved E. Inside, a tiny photo, me and her, our first date. My heart raced. She'd worn it every day, why ditch it? Unless she'd walked away. Monday, I lost it. Called Mia. She's alive, isn't she? She snapped. You're delusional, Ethan. Let her rest. But her voice shook. I pushed. You buried her, or helped her run? Silence, then a sob. I don't know what you're talking about. She hung up. I knew then, Mia's lying. Tuesday, I saw her. Grocery store, late, couldn't sleep, needed air. Turned an aisle, and there she was, blonde now, shorter hair, but those green eyes, that walk. Lily, Emily, alive. She froze, stared at me, then bolted. I chased, yelling, Lily, wait. She darted out, vanished into the parking lot. I stood there, screaming her name, tears streaming. People stared, thought I was nuts. Maybe I am. Wednesday, I confronted Anna. She's alive. I saw her. Anna paled. Ethan, no, she's dead. You're grieving. I showed her the locket. She stammered. That doesn't mean. I cut her off. She staged it again. What? Anna broke. Okay, she called me 2 weeks ago. Said she had to go, couldn't explain. I begged her to stay. She hung up. Last night, I sat with the letters, the locket. She's out there, watching me maybe. I love her so much it hurts. but she's ripped my life apart. Why run? Who's he? Thomas? Worse? Update 6. She's alive. It was for me, and I'm letting her go. This is it. The end of this hellish journey. I can't thank you enough for being here. Your comments, your support, pulled me through when I was drowning in grief, rage, and love. I found Lily, Emily, and the truth hit me like a freight train. She's alive. She staged it all, and it was for me. But I'm letting her go. I'm crying as I write this, but it's over. Here's how it ended. Long, because it's everything. After update 5, I was a man possessed. Seeing her in that store, those green eyes, alive, lit a fire I couldn't douse. I had to find her. Wednesday night, I tore through the letters again, hunting clues. Found one from a week before the crash. Jay, he's close. I can feel it. If I don't leave, he'll take Ethan down too. I can't let that happen. He, not Thomas, someone worse. My hands shook. She'd run to protect me? Thursday, I called Anna, begging, where is she? Tell me. She broke. Ethan, she's in town, hiding. Said she'd watch you till she knew you were safe. I lost it. Safe from who? Anna sobbed. Her ex, before Thomas. David. Violent, obsessive. She faked her death in 2013 to escape him. He found her last year. My stomach dropped. David. The he from the letters. I drove to Mia's. Banged on her door till she opened, furious. Ethan, go home. I yelled. She's alive, Mia. I saw her. Where is she? She froze, then crumpled. God damn it. She swore me to silence. She's at my cabin, hour north. Don't do this. I didn't listen, grabbed the address, sped off. Friday, I found the cabin, run down, woods all around. Hard hammering, I knocked. No answer. Pushed the door, unlocked. Inside, it smelled like her lavender paint. Then I saw her, blonde hair, back to me, painting at an easel. Lily, I whispered. She spun, paintbrush clattering, eyes wide. My Lily, my Emily, alive. Ethan, she choked, stepping back. I lunged, grabbed her arms. Why? Why fake it again? She broke, tears streaming. David. He found me, tracked me through Thomas. Threatened you. Said he'd burn our life down if I didn't come back. I couldn't let him touch you. I staggered. So you staged the crash? She nodded, swapped a Jane Doe from the morgue. Friend at the corners owed me. I watched the funeral. Ethan, watched you cry. It killed me. I sank to my knees, sobbing. I thought you were gone. I loved you, love you, and you let me die inside. She knelt, hands on my face. I had to. He'd have killed you. I ran to Chicago after Evelyn. Faked it then. He found me again last fall. This was the only way. I yelled. You had a kid. You lied about everything. Who are you? She wept. I'm Emily Kessler. Born in a trap, David's trap. He beat me, owned me. I ran at 20, became Lily. Met Thomas, had Evelyn, gave her up to keep her safe. Then you. You were my light, Ethan. I wanted to tell you, but I was terrified you'd hate me. I grabbed her locket from my pocket, threw it at her. You left this. Left me. She clutched it, sobbing. I didn't want to. I stood at that crash site, ready to come back. Couldn't. David was watching. I asked, where is he now? She whispered, dead. Last week, OD'd in Chicago. Mia told me. I was coming back to you, swear it. I stared at her. My wife, my liar, my savior. Why not sooner? I croaked. She said, I had to be sure. I watched you, store, your walks. Saw you break. I'm so sorry. We sat there, crying, holding each other. I felt her, warm, real, after months of ghosts. I kissed her, desperate, tasting salt and lavender. I love you, I said, but you broke me. She nodded. I know. I don't deserve you. I asked about Evelyn. She's safe, she said. Claire's her world. I won't take that. I'll visit, but you, she's yours too if you want. Saturday, we talked all night. She showed me scars, David's marks, hidden under tattoos I'd loved. Told me about Emily, wild, scared, reborn as Lily for me. I saw her, raw, unmasked, and loved her more, hated her more. Sunday, I called Claire. Evelyn's mom's alive. Claire gasped. Bring her. We drove, Lily trembling, me numb. Evelyn ran out, froze, then flew into Lily's arms. Mommy. I broke again, watching them. Monday, we faced it. I said, I can't live like this, waiting for the next lie. She nodded, tears falling. I'll go. You deserve peace. I stopped her. No. Stay, but no more running. We rebuild, or we end it clean. She agreed. Rebuild. For you. Today, she's here. Our apartment, painting in the spare room. I'm a wreck. Love her. Fear her. David's gone. Evelyn's safe. But me? I'm letting Lily go. The idea of her. Emily's here. Flawed. Real. We're trying. Therapy tomorrow. Truth every day. I cry for the years lost, but I breathe again. Update 7. We're starting over, and I found peace in her truth. I didn't think I'd post again, but here I am, one last time. You've been my rock through this storm. Your words carried me when I couldn't stand. Since my last update, Emily, Lily, and I have faced the wreckage, and I've found something like peace. It's not perfect, but it's ours. This is the real end, shorter than before, but it's everything I've got left to say. Thanks for seeing me through. After update 6, we were fragile. 2 broken people clinging to a thread. Emily moved back in, her paint-stained hands trembling as she unpacked. I watched her, torn between love and the ghosts of her lies. That first night, we didn't sleep, just sat on the couch, her head on my chest, my tears soaking her hair. "I'll prove it," she whispered. "No more shadows." I wanted to believe her. God, I did. But trust was a shard in my throat. Wednesday, we started therapy. Dr. Lynn, a no-nonsense woman who saw through us. She asked, "Why stay?" I said, "Because I love her, even the mess." Emily cried, "Because he's my home." I ran to save him. Dr. Lynn pushed. "Love's not enough. Build trust, or it's nothing." We've gone twice now, raw, ugly sessions. I yelled about the letters, the years lost. She sobbed about David's fists, her fear. It's messy, but it's real. Thursday, we visited Evelyn again. Claire welcomed us, wary but warm. Evelyn ran to Emily, hugged her tight. "You're back for good?" Emily glanced at me, then said, "As much as I can be, baby." I knelt, showed Evelyn a sketch Lily, Emily, had made of us 3. "This is us now," I said. She beamed. "You're my family too?" My heart cracked open. "Yes, she is." Claire pulled me aside after. "Don't hurt her. She's been through enough." I promised, I won't. She's Lily's, Emily's, legacy. Friday, Mia came over, first time since the cabin. She hugged me, surprising me. "I'm sorry, Ethan. I helped her run, thought it'd keep you safe." I asked why she lied. "She begged me," Mia said. "David was unhinged, stalked her last year, sent threats about you. She staged it to end him." I nodded, forgiving her. Anger's too heavy now. Mia gave me a letter. Emily's, written the night of the crash. "Ethan, if you find this, I'm going to protect you. I love you more than my life. Forgive me." I broke reading it. Love and sacrifice in every word. Saturday, I dug into David, needed closure. Called Ruiz. Check him. He did. David Michael Pratt. Dead March 30th, 2025. Heroin overdose. Chicago. History of assault. Restraining orders. Emily's name buried in old files as Emily Kessler. Missing. He'd hunted her. Found her through Thomas's art circles. She'd run twice. First in 2013, then for me. Knowing he's gone lifted a weight. I'm safe. She's safe. Evelyn's safe. Sunday, we burned the box. Letters, secrets, all of it. Stood in the backyard, fire crackling, her hand in mine. "No more hiding," she said. I kissed her, first time without doubt. Her real name, Emily, fits now. Lily's a memory I cherish, but Emily's my truth. She's painting again, portraits of Evelyn, me, us. I framed the locket. Our first date photo hangs by the door. Monday, I called work. Greg said, "Take time, man. Come back when you're ready." I will. Next week, maybe. Jen, my coworker, dropped by with pizza. "You're alive again, Ethan." Good. She's right. I'm breathing, smiling, even if it's shaky. Emily cooked last night. Pasta, like old times. We laughed, first time in months. Today I'm here. Emily's in the next room, humming. Evelyn's visiting this weekend. We're not fixed. Trust's a slow build. Scars don't fade fast. But I see her. Really see her. Emily Kessler, survivor, mother, my wife. I forgave her. Not all at once, but enough. She saved me from David's wrath, gave me Evelyn, gave me her broken, beautiful heart. I'm letting Lily rest. Emily's enough. Thanks, Reddit. You held me when I fell. Grief, betrayal, hope. This is goodbye.